The toughest set of targets that we will cover all year long. This stuff is fairly hard, so you need to pay attention. We need to look at the different types of reactions that exist in Chemistry 1. There's more than this type, but we're going to keep it to the basics. We're going to be able to predict double and single replacement reactions, which will be obvious to you here in a little while. You'll be able to talk about diatomic molecules and how important they are, and you'll be able to also look on your solubility chart and determine whether something is a solid or whether it will dissolve in water. All right. Let's go back to these examples right here. Look at A, B, C, and D. Is there a difference between them? Is there a difference between? Are they similar? Okay, let's look at the 5 types of reactions using a metaphor, an analogy. Okay, analogy is how most humans learn. We learn by analogy. We learn by metaphor. That's why movies like Lord of the Rings or Chronicles of Narnia are so important to us, because we are able to grapple with difficult concepts by making it into a metaphor. So I need 2 guys and 2 girls who are not afraid to be embarrassed. Jackson, Serenity, Jeffrey, and I need another girl. I need another girl. All right, Emmy, come on. You're a thespian. All right, so this is a beautiful story of love and eventually tragedy. Okay, why are the 2 guys going together? Okay, this doesn't happen in homosexuality. One thing we need to understand is that in human relations, it is possible for there to be homosexual couples, but not in chemistry. Not in chemistry. For us, the metaphor is going to work this way. Guys are metals and girls are non-metals. Okay? If you could just relate that. Guys are metals and girls are non-metals. All right? Let's get in the right order here, because a chemical formula is always made up of a guy, girl, guy, girl. Guy, girl, guy, girl. Okay, so the story begins like this. You guys don't notice these things because you're always facing in this direction, but Jackson sits here and he just he sits with his back against the wall, scoping out the whole class. And I notice that more often than not, his eyes drift toward either Riker or Serenity. I'm assuming it's Serenity. I think he's got the hots for Serenity. He's not the only one. I'm not the only one that thinks that. Okay? Because Emmy and Jackson are good friends, and one day they're talking, and Jackson's going, "Hey, so what do you know about Serenity? I mean, does she have a boyfriend? I just love her hair, this kind of stuff." And Emmy's a pretty intuitive person, so she realizes that Jackson is attracted to Serenity. At the same time, Serenity and Jeff are talking over there, and Serenity's talking about Jackson and how good he looks in his sweatshirt, and how he fills it out quite nicely, and how muscular he appears to be, and intelligent and funny, and how she doesn't like the fact that he's always flirting with Emily. And Jeffrey, he's a little bit like me, he's a little dense, but he's beginning to realize, wait a second, I think she likes Jackson. So he encourages her, "Why don't you ask him out?" She goes, "No, I don't think he likes redheads, and red and purple heads." Right? So one day, Jeff and Emmy are talking, and it drifts toward Jackson and Serenity, and they start realizing, "Hey, I think Jackson likes Serenity," and Emmy goes, "Whoa, no." Emmy goes, "I think Jackson likes Serenity," and Jeff goes, "Serenity likes Jackson. We got to get these guys together." So they hatched upon a plan. See, Emmy was driving back from Clinton Highway one day, and she noticed that in the great metropolis of Claxton, They have square dancing on Friday nights.
Oh, God.
So her idea was, hey, I'm going to get Jackson to take me square dancing. You get Serenity to take you square dancing. We'll meet there, and you know that when you're square dancing, eventually you dozy-do and change partners, and maybe something positive will happen. So Emmy goes back to Jackson, asks him to go on a friendly date. Jeffrey asks Serenity to go on a friendly date. So they are in the sprawling metropolis of Claxton. And they are dancing, they're having a really good time, they meet each other. Hey, I didn't know that you were here, this is fun, let's have fun. Alright, so you're dozy-doing, that's you linking arms and twirling around. Change your partners, change your partners, no guys. Once again, maybe in the big cities it's okay to change partners and have guy, girl, but not in Claxton. Alright, so they're dozy-doing and the music stops and Jackson looks down on Serenity. And Serenity looks up lovingly and there's some, but then they're bashful because you know how bashful Serenity is. Takes over and she runs back to Jeff. And Emmy and Jackson runs back to Emmy, and Emmy and Jeff are really, really disappointed and frustrated. Okay? I just explained to you the first type of reaction. It's called double replacement. That's where you have a guy, girl, and they exchange partners in a square dancing situation. Okay? So the metal goes with the other non-metal, and the metal goes with the other non-metal. Double replacement. See that? They doubly replace each other. Okay. So, let's see. Emmy, you can sit down now. We don't need you anymore. Okay. Yes, okay, all right. So, they hatched upon a plan. Jackson is over here trying to hold up this wall. Dang, he really is strong. Okay, no, back away. I mean, you're back to it. There you go. And,
trying to hold up the wall like he's a
and
knight,
Jeff,
or like he's just
no, like he's really mad that he's alone and you and Jeff are dancing. Now, your job is to try to make him jealous. Because you're realizing, okay, I gotta make this guy jealous. So you're dancing close, cheek to cheek. Yeah, that's really close. Alright, so Jackson comes on, and Jackson's just staring daggers at Jeff. There you go. That's jealous daggers. That's your jealous look. You look constipated. How can you tell constipation from jealous with you? Your wife's going to look at you and go, are you constipated or are you jealous at me? I can't tell. All right. So, you're looking at Jeff and you're going, ooh. So you decide you're going to cut in. You can't take it anymore. Can't take it anymore. So how does a guy cut in? What does he do?
He punches the other guy.
No, he doesn't punch anybody. He taps him on the shoulder. So tap Jeffrey on the shoulder. Okay, now, no, wait a second. You have to decide.
He's like, okay.
She, being the girl, has to decide. Okay, does she want to exchange partners? And how does she decide? She looks on
the
activity series. So Jeff is down here and Jackson's up here. Are you going to change? Yes, you would. He's higher up on the activity series.
Oh, wow.
All right. So you go and you got a smile on your face because you actually achieved your purpose. This is called single replacement. Do you see why?
Yeah.
Only one of the elements was replaced. Now, one thing that will not occur in Claxton is that Jeff won't go, or Jackson won't go push Serenity away and start dancing with Jeff. That's not going to happen. No, well, it should, but it's not. Why? Because metals are positives, and what happens when you get two positives together? They will push each other aside. So In chemistry, positives are not attracted to each other, positives are attracted to negatives. Negatives are attracted to positives. Okay, so Jeff, you're done. You've done your job. Congratulations. You have achieved your purpose. You and Emmy give each other high fives. Give high five. And you've gotten these guys together. So they are now in love. Go sit down. So they date for a couple years and they decide to get married right out of high school. So get married. Yay! Put your arm around her. You're married to her now. Yay! Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, that is called synthesis. That is, it is an actual chemical reaction. So when the two elements come together to form a compound, it's called synthesis.
Or a compound.
Okay, get together. Hold her. There you go. All right. So that's called synthesis. But according to the latest census reports, about 50% of these marriages end up, they don't work out. Okay, put your arm around her. Okay, she gets mad at him because he's real gassy all the time and he can't help it. And you know, all the little things that she used to think were cute about him, she begins to hate. And he doesn't like the fact that her hair is an unnatural color. And he tries to persuade her, and he's asking her, "What is your real color of your hair? I have never seen the real color." And she goes, "Well, you never will," with that kind of attitude. So pretty soon things go awry and they separate. In chemistry, a divorce is called decomposition. Decomposition. So that is the fourth type of reaction. The fourth type of reaction. Okay, while they are in a trial separation, she finds out that Jackson is shacking up with her best friend.
Oh, whoa. What?
Emmy?
Emmy.
Wait.
So, no. Sit back
I
down.
thought Jeff was my best friend.
No,
No.
where's Jeff? No, Jeff. No. No, you can't do that in chemistry, Jackson. You're having an affair with Emmy, and she's beginning to wonder whether, you know, the whole marriage has been. Get back over here. She begins to wonder whether the whole marriage has been one great big lie, and she gets really mad. And one night, in a fit of rage, she goes to the apartment where he's staying, and she lights him on fire.
What?
It's called, think about it, he's a hydrocarbon. So the fifth type of reaction is one that you're already familiar with. It's called combustion.
Okay.
So when she lights him on fire, she converts him into carbon dioxide and water.
Wow. In water now?
Yes, you're carbon dioxide and water. And that, my friends, is the metaphor that you need to understand in order to understand the 5 types of reactions. You can go sit down.
I don't want to dance.
Okay, so it's square dancing. What do we call that? Square dancing. Double replacement. The guy cutting in.
Single.
Okay, and I this is the 21st century. It is possible for the girl to cut in. Okay, so the girl can cut in and start dancing with the guy. So the fight can be between 2 girls or it can be between 2 guys. But it's not going to be between a guy and a girl. Okay.
How do you do that?
Because positives are not attracted to other positives and negatives are not attracted to other negatives. Okay? So, what do we call it when they get married? Synthesis. And when they get a divorce? Decomposition. And when she gets fed up with him and lights him on fire? Combustion. Very good. You got all 5 types. All right.
Wait, what is the D one?
Decomposition. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. All right. So let's see which one letter A is. Boy, girl, boy, girl. All I'm doing is, if it's a metal, I'm calling it a boy. If it's a non-metal, I'm putting a square around it, calling it a girl. Metal, non-metals. So what's that going to be like? What kind of situation is it when you have 2 couples?
Double replacement.
Double replacement. And what about this one? Guy, girl,
The guy cuts in.
guy,
Replacement.
girl. Single replacement. Okay, so What is an analogy for remembering single replacement reactions again? Cutting in. And the general formula is A plus BC on the other side makes B plus AC. What is an analogy for remembering double replacement reactions? What? Square dancing, and this one is AB plus CD yields AD plus CB. So they change partners. All right, so let's do some of these and let's see if we can't determine. First of all, let's balance it, and then let's predict what their phases are of what's produced, and then let's predict whether this is double or single replacement. Let's start out with Kelsey. Kelsey, let's balance this thing. How many mg's?
1.
How many mg's?
1.
How many AGs?
1.
How many AGs?
1.
How many NO3s? Keep it together.
1.
How many NO3s? Keep it together. Uh-oh. Fix it.
Put a 2 in front of AG.
Are we balanced now? By fixing the NO3, you have now messed up the AG. So how do we fix that?
Put a 2 in front of other AG.
Good. Good. All right, so 1, 1. Okay, so magnesium nitrate. Where do you have to look in order to see whether it's dissolved or solid? Solubility chart. And what does magnesium nitrate tell you? Actually, I'm not even sure whether nitrates are on there. So when something's not on there, where do you look on the chart?
Periodic.
Nope. The bottom of the chart. What does the bottom of the chart tell you?
All compounds containing group 1A ions are soluble.
Okay, that really doesn't help you. Continue.
Also, all compounds containing the ammonium ion or the nitrate ion.
Okay, so all nitrates, all ammoniums are soluble, which means it's AQ. So AQ. All right, silver's by itself. Silver is now in its natural form. Is silver a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Okay, now let's think this one through. Silver is a metal. All metals are, except for one, mercury. Okay, so silver must be solid. Kelsey, double or single? Very good. All right, over there, Randy. Okay, so let's balance it. K, K, OH, OH, uh-oh, Fe, Fe, Cl, Cl, uh-oh. Is it balanced now? All right, look on your solubility chart. KCl. Is K up there?
Where?
Is K on the left? Nope. So look on the bottom. Is K an alkali metal?
Yeah.
Okay, so all alkali metals are AQ. How about iron and hydroxide? Is it a solid or AQ? Randy? Okay. Is this double or single? What? And he is correct. Double replacement. Guy, guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, girl. See the difference? On the bottom one, you have two couples. On the top, you have a single and a couple. All right. Since you were struggling with this one, which one is it? Is it two couples, or is it a guy and a couple, or a girl and a couple? Okay, so that makes it Double replacement. All right. Ba,
1,
Ba,
1,
Cl,
2,
Cl,
2,
mercury,
2,
mercury,
2,
nitrate,
2,
nitrate.
2.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do this one. Mercury 2 chloride, solid or aqueous?
I don't have a D.
What are you talking about?
And barium nitrate,
It's on a different picture.
barium nitrate. All nitrates are AQ. All right. Back over there, Emily.
Yeah.
Chlorine,
1. Wait, 2. Sorry.
2.
Stop happening. 1.
Fix it.
So 2.
Sodium,
2. Or well, 1. 1. 1. No, 2.
okay, remember, once we fix the chlorine, we change sodium as well. So what do you need over here?
Yeah.
Okay? This should be gas. I should have given you this. Gas and aqueous. What about, oh, I'm sorry, we didn't finish the, is the iodine fixed?
Yeah.
And iodine. Okay. All right, sodium chloride. Aqueous or solid? All sodiums, all alkali metals are AQ. How about iodine? This one, I'll accept anything, but it actually is a solid. Some I will expect you to know. For example, oxygen I'll expect you to know is a gas.
Oh, wow.
Wait, hold on. Why is iodine a solid?
Because look behind you. I is black. Not only that, but remember when I did that explosion in the fume hood? I showed you iodine. It was that metallic looking crystal. It's a solid. Double or single?
Single?
Okay, notice something very odd. When we kicked out iodine, it became I2. Why?
Transformed to its natural
Or
state.
just
It transformed into its natural state, and there are 7 elements, my friends. 7 elements that in their natural state will always come as a twosome. Brother Huncliffe. If you don't want to memorize the acronym Brother Huncliffe, then there is a chart in the middle of the back of your periodic table that has those as well. Okay. What makes this kind of hard is that I will expect you to be able to predict what's going to happen. In the last examples, I gave you half of the information you needed. Now, I'm not going to give you any. The first thing you need to ask yourself, is this a dancing, is this cutting in or square dancing? Look at it.
Cut again.
Right here.
All right, we'll have Asher help us. Cutting in. Circle the guy, square the girl, circle the guy. Magnesium's a metal. So this is cutting in. So the first thing you ask yourself, is it double or single? It is single. All right, that means you need to warm up your activity series. Asher, is magnesium man enough to replace silver? Is magnesium higher up on the activity series than silver?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay, so that means that magnesium goes and replaces nitrate. Now, you need to be careful. This is the most important part. This is where people screw up the most. When magnesium becomes part of a compound, it has a charge. What is the charge of magnesium? +2. Nitrate, the girl, has a charge too. She is -1. Notice over here you only needed 1 nitrate to satisfy silver. Why? If you look up silver, silver is +1. Nitrate is -1. So you only needed one nitrate to satisfy him. But is that going to be the case on the other side? No, you must write correct chemical formulas, or else it'll be wrong. Now, is it fair that you have 2 nitrates on the right and only 1 on the left? No, but how do we fix that? Easily. You balance it. You add a 2. Okay, so who gets kicked out? Silver. Is silver one of our 7 elements that come as a twosome? No. So we leave silver alone. What is the phase of silver? All metals are except for... Okay, what is the phase on magnesium nitrate? All nitrates are AQ. Wow. Is this balanced now? Is it? How many AGs? How many AGs? How many nitrates? How many nitrates? How many magnesiums? All right, the hardest part here is forgetting what's on the left, making sure you write correct chemical formulas on the right. All right, Devin, help me with this one. Lead 2 nitrate. I will give you the formulas to begin with.
Who's Devin?
Devon.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Devon.
Sorry. This is how these things start. Devon, is this square dancing or is it cutting in? Okay, if you're not sure, then what you do is circle the metals
Oh, no, square.
and square the non-metals, circle and square. All right, so what are the new couples? No homosexuality. Can't put metals together, can't put non-metals together.
So, PB and NA. Oh, no.
That's homosexuality.
Yeah.
Cl. Okay. What is the charge? We have to write. You can't just leave it PB. Now, PbCl may be the right answer, but it probably is not. You have to start fresh. What is the charge on chlorine? Look on your periodic table, Devon. Chlorine. Right.
-1.
All right. What is the charge on lead?
2.
Or
probably 4.
okay, so you need to come over here and see which one it was over here. It doesn't change. These are not redox reactions. So the lead,
2.
yeah. Okay, is this a correct chemical formula?
No.
What is it? What is the correct chemical formula?
2. PbCl2.
All right, good job. All right, what's the other couple?
NO3.
Guy first,
Oh,
girl second.
Na.
What is the charge on Na?
1.
And what's the girl?
NO3.
What's the charge on the girl?
2.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure. -1.
Okay, we got a problem here. Devon, there was a 2 here, and there's not a 2. You're not putting a 2 over. Should we put a 2, parentheses with a 2 there? The answer is absolutely not. Okay, the reason why you needed 2 here was to balance with lead. We have a new situation. And you don't need 2 nitrates to balance with the sodium. But, Devon, it does need to be balanced overall. So how do we fix it so that we do have 2 nitrates on the right, even though we can't put a parentheses 2?
Put a 2 in front of it.
Yes, but that screws up your NAs, my friend.
And you put a 2 on it.
But that screws up your CLs.
And you put a... It does?
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
All right. Now, we need to look on our solubility chart. Look up lead 2 chloride. Is that aqueous or solid?
Solid.
And find sodium on there. Uh-oh, you won't find sodium because all sodiums are aqueous. Marina. Yes, ma'am. Nicole, attendance. All right. Magnesium nitrate is mixed with zinc. Magnesium nitrate is mixed with zinc. All right, back over here. Ben, what kind of reaction is this? Is this two couples or a couple with a guy trying to cut in or a girl trying to cut in?
Single reaction.
Single replacement. Good job. Is zinc man enough to replace magnesium?
No.
Okay? No reaction. Done. Done.
Can you, I'm not understanding where to,
What?
I don't know where to look to see.
Help him out. Activity series. Bailey, turn around. The activity series tells you who is stronger. And zinc is not as strong as magnesium. So this would be a case where zinc, little zinc, hey, I'd like to cut in. And magnesium takes his face and pushes him down and says, no, you're not. So what happened? Nothing happened. All right. Sodium chloride and barium nitrate. What kind of reaction does this appear to be? Let's see. Spencer, what kind of reaction does this appear to be? Double replacement. All right, good. Can you give me the new partners? Okay. So what you want to do is think of them as guy, girl, guy, girl. Now give me the new partners. All right. What is the charge on sodium? Charge on nitrate? On the back? All right. Is that correct? Yeah, it is. And what's the other partner? We got BA. What's the charge on BA? What's the charge on chloride? Is that correct? No. Is that a correct formula? I don't think so, sir. You have too many positives, not enough negatives. So, what do we do? Yeah, they do. 2. All right. Listen up. No, have a seat. We're not done yet. Here's a situation that if you look on the solubility chart, you'll find that sodium nitrate is aqueous and barium chloride is aqueous. You know what? If everything is aqueous, nothing really happened. You have a bunch of reactions of ions just sitting around. This is also no reaction. You have to form a solid, a liquid, or a gas in order for there to be a reaction. All right, here's your homework. Get it done for tomorrow. Me too. So it is kind of weird. Yeah. There are three other main types of reactions that we've already talked about. What are they, and what analogy can we use to describe them, and what are their general equation? Synthesis. Remember, after they square danced, they started to fall in love, but the love did not come until he got in a jealous rage. He pushed out the other guy and danced with the girl, and then from then on it was love. Love, love, love. Okay? And afterwards they decided to get married. Look at it. There's the guy and the girl, guy, girl. Isn't that beautiful? Decomposition. Decomposition. What happens to married couples eventually? 50% of them. They get PO'd and they separate. And the reason why, Randy, is because she caught you cheating with her best friend. Okay, let me give you some advice, guys. You can cheat on your wife, but never with her best friend, because those are war. She goes to war, and that'll remind you of the final type of reaction. Because keep in mind that you are mostly made up of hydrocarbons, right? When she finds out that you have cheated on her with her best friend, she will take advantage of the fact that you are a hydrocarbon and that you are in the presence of oxygen, and she will convert you into carbon dioxide and water by doing what? Lighting you on fire. So now you have the complete story. They got married, they got a divorce, and then they got a divorce because you cheated on her with your best friend, with her best friend, and then she lit you on fire. That's combustion. And that was the first type of reaction that we learned, wasn't it? All right. Remember that there are 7 elements on Earth that come as a twosome. These are the diatomic molecules. You can know them by the acronym Brother Huncliffe. Brother Huncliffe. And the last question that we need to deal with today is 23, where we're just going to go through and do some more practicing. Do some more practicing. All right? This can be found on the back of your periodic tables, around a little bit to the right of the middle. All right. Let's do this. For synthesis and decomposition, I will help you by giving you the reactants and the products. You will balance it and you'll tell me what kind of reaction is it. All right? Kelsey, what kind of reaction is this? Hydrogen plus oxygen forming water. Is it square dancing? Is it cutting in? Is it marriage? Is it divorce? Or is it you lighting your husband on fire? Chemistry term for it? Synthesis. Let's balance it. How many hydrogens? How many hydrogens? How many oxygens? Kelsey, how many oxygens? Okay, we got to fix that. How many hydrogens now? How many hydrogens now? Gas, gas, and water is liquid. All right, hydrogen peroxide is H2O2, liquid to form oxygen gas and water. Emily, what kind of reaction is this? Whale.
Oh, is it a decomposition?
It is a decomposition reaction. Good. How many hydrogens?
Oh, you lost me.
Yes.
2.
How many hydrogens?
1, 2, 2. Yeah.
How many oxygens?
2,
How many oxygens?
2.
And there's one more here. Uh-oh. So we got an odd number of oxygens. How can we fix that? But that messes up your hydrogens. Two times 2?
4.
What times 2 is 4?
2. But then
2 times 2?
4.
2 and
2.
is 4. Done. All right. I'm not going to give you everything here. C3H8 gas plus O2 gas. The last 3 I do not have to give you what they become because you should be able to figure it out on your own. Hunter, C3H8 plus O2. What kind of reaction is this? Is it what? Very good. Combustion. Is this a hydrocarbon? Is it reacting with oxygen? Combustion. What are the 2 things it becomes? What? What are the 2 things it becomes? From the very beginning of the school year. Spencer, help him out. He's yawning.
Carbon dioxide and water.
Okay. Hunter, how many carbons? How many carbons? Fix it. How many hydrogens? How many hydrogens? Fix it. How many oxygens? You've got how many there? You've got how many there? What? 6 and 4 is? What times 2 is 10? When you're burning stuff, it turns into steam. But I'll accept it as a liquid. That doesn't bother me. All right. Emmy. Fix this. I think it says dichromate on your notes. It should be chromate. K2CrO4 aqueous plus FeCl3 aqueous. And I do not have to give you the remainder. I will not give you the rest of double, single, or combustion reactions. I will help you with synthesis and decomposition. Yes?
What does it say, FeCl3?
Yes. Thank you. All right, potassium, circle or square? The 2 along with it? Chromate, circle or square? The 4 along with it? Fe, circle or square? Okay, what kind of reaction is this going to be? Circle, square, circle, square. What? Synthesis is when 2 things become 1. Usually 2 elements become a compound. Try again. Double, yes. All right, who's on the other side? Is this the correct chemical formula? I don't know, let's check. Potassium is? Can't be negative if it's first. Positive 1. Chlorine? You're right. And what's the next couple? Is this correct? What's the charge on iron? It could be 2 or 3, so we're going to have to look here. If it took 3 chlorides to bond with iron, what must iron have been? And what's chromate? Okay, so what's the formula? And? Here? Okay, let's think this one through. You have too many positives, right? So you need another one. Is that correct now? Is that correct now? Is that correct now? Are we balanced? Let's see, how many potassiums? How many CrO4s? But you have 3 here. So what are we going to have to do? But that messes up your potassiums. What? Over here? But then you're messed up. How many irons? How many chlorides? You got to use the multiplier, please. Potassium chloride, ac or solid? Iron 3 chromate, solid or ac? It's a blank. Blank means just consider it a solid. All right, barium metal. Notice how I'm going to react. I'm going to write water. This is totally acceptable and helpful. Riker, what kind of reaction is this? Circle, circle, square. Single replacement. Is barium man enough to replace hydrogen?
Yes.
Okay, so when hydrogen gets kicked out, is it one of our twosomes?
No.
Try again.
Yes.
Brother Huncliffe. Guess what the H stands for in Huncliffe?
Yes. I think that's diatomic.
And on the other side, barium.
OH.
Is that a correct chemical formula? Is that correct? Barium is +2, hydroxide is -1.
Yes.
Okay, aqueous or solid?
Can't find barium.
Is barium not on there? Barium and hydroxide.
It's AQ.
Okay, is it balanced?
Yes. No.
Try again.
No. HOH needs to. No.
All right.